Shalom. Welcome, Natsarim. This is going to be an extremely short live stream, and I'm covered because this is not about me. This is about Natsarim, who we are and where we stand. I am not looking at your comments, but if you are here, welcome. And I pray that you will share this with all of our brothers and sisters. It's just the hour that is at hand. And it is just about 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the divided states of America. And so Abba Yahuah instructed me to write this proclamation this day and simply read it. You will find a copy of this on my blog at saltlightgypsy.wordpress.com, and you can go back and read it for yourselves. And yeah, just pray about it. Take it to heart. Proclamation to the Divided States of America, 2021. In the present great era of reform, when unjust governments are being erected in every quarter of the world via the Great Reset, when religious persecution is compelled to abjure tyranny over conscience, and the rights of man are ascertained in theory, and that theory is substantiated by practice, when antiquity can no longer defend absurd and oppressive forms against the common sense and the common interest of mankind, when all government is acknowledged to originate from the people, to be so far only obligatory as it protects their rights and promotes their welfare. We as patriots, it is our duty to come forward and state what we feel to be our heavy grievance and what we know to be its effectual remedy. For the time of obedience to government is over. Our allegiance is to one Elohim, Yahuah, and his son, Yahusha HaMasciach. It is time to acknowledge who we are, now perceived by a great majority to be. We are the enemy of the state. As such, our safety, freedom, and our sacred duty to our families within our local townships is the establishment of the places of refuge within the lands once known as the United States of America. The formation and order of such places must be subject only to the one true living Elohim Yahuah and to his son, Yahusha HaMashiach, our King and Messiah. We acknowledge the following. We have no national government. We are ruled by Elohim Yahuah, and we are the children and servants of Yahusha HaMashiach. And in coming out of her, that being America, whose instrument is corruption, whose strength is the weakness of man, and these men have the whole power and the patronage of the country as means to seduce and to subdue the honesty and spirit of true patriots. Such extrinsic power, acting with uniform force in a direction too frequently opposite to the true line of our obvious interest, can be resisted with effect solely by unanimity, decision, and spirit of a humble and a bold people of faith, whose qualities, which may be exerted most legally, constitutionally, and efficaciously by the great measure essential to the prosperity and freedom that comes not of this world, but of the next. We come together now in the effort of building places of refuge for the common man, woman, and child who desire to live simply in the midst of a fallen country, not placing our hope or safety in man, but in the eternal Elohim Yahuah, and executing on a daily basis the mission to rescue souls from the evil entities that are here to steal, kill, and destroy. We operate as a nation within a nation, and our sacred order is established by our ancestors of antiquity and the laws of Yahuah Sabaoth. In obedience to him alone, we must operate at a higher standard than that of our enemy and his soldiers. The disease that affects this land has spread rapidly, and there are many victims being afflicted with its venom. The symptoms of that mortal disease, which corrodes the vitals of our Constitution, and it leaves to the people in their own government but the shadow of a name, communism, rewrapped as communism. We are at war, and by the declaration of such, we are armed with weapons to fight this unseen beast and secure common grounds of refuge amidst the chaos and the insanity of a population gone mad. We will defend ourselves on all levels, both spiritually and physically, as our great ancestors once did. For we are a nation of Natsarim, end-time believers, for the end of days with supernatural strength and ambiguity from our father, Abba. Like the great Maccabees' revolt in their day, we stand facing a common evil. We draw our strength from the wells of living water, and we feast on the bread of life, accepting in full to partake of the same afflictions as our Messiah Yahusha did for our sake. No, we are not afraid of man, and we are not afraid of death of this world. This is the equipping, the militant Natsarim, plow and sword in hand. We prepare for battle and wake up, mighty men. Let the men of battle draw near and let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say, I am strong, just as Joel said in chapter 3. Only be strong and very courageous to guard and to do according to all the Torah which Moshe, my servant, commanded you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, so that you act wisely wherever you go. Do not let this book of the Torah depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you guard and do according to all that is written in it. For then you shall make your way prosperous and act wisely. For have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for Yahuah, your Elohim, is with you wherever you go, just as Joshua said. For we pray for shalom, we prepare for war, and the war has come to us, beloved. I love you all. I pray that you guys will share this and take it to heart. And I'll catch you on the next one. Shalom.